Hi, I'm Andrew Foster, and I'm here to tell you about how to use the Compliant Cannabis application to manage your greenhouse. The first thing I'm going to do to start this process is to log in using the username and password that I've set up. And I'm going to enter the name of the domain where I'm going to be using Compliant Cannabis, and then hit login. I'm going to go to the greenhouse screen where you can see that we have only one room. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a room. We're going to call that the clone and veg room, where we have some new plants that need to be added into the Compliant Cannabis system. So you can now see I've created this room. It's been labeled room number 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a table, this table in front of me here that you see on your right. And I'm going to call this table 1. And now that I've created a table in that room, I can go ahead and start scanning plants. So I'm going to select the table, and then right at the top here with the plus sign, I'm going to select the new plant option. I'm going to name the RIP, which is a group of plants that were all grown together. And then I'm going to scan the first med tag for the plant. You're going to receive an audio and tactile notification from the phone that you have selected a new plant. And then you're going to get an option to select a strain. So we'll just call this one OG Kush. I'm going to hit go, and now you'll see here how a list of strains have appeared. I'm going to select the one I want, OG Kush, and let's assign this plant to the recreational side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat this process for all of the remaining plants on the table that you can see here in front of me. I'm going to assign them a strain, and I'm going to assign them either to the recreational or medicinal business units. So as you can see, this process is very quick. And let's go ahead and add another type of plant here. So let's call this one Girl Scout Cookies. So you can see here, I'm provided very quickly with a list of different strains that are available. And I'm going to go ahead and go through the rest of the table now. Okay, so now what I can do is I can pull down to refresh, and you can see here how the 9 codes that I scanned representing the med tags for 9 plants have been converted into 9 icons in the Compliant Cannabis application. These icons have a blue background because they have not yet been audited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to audit this entire table, which is a very simple process where, as you can see, I run through each of the tags for the plants that I want to audit. And as I scan them, they're going to flash and turn green, indicating that they have been recently audited. And so this way I can get a very clear picture of what's going on in the greenhouse without having to physically go through and complete a laborious inventory of the plants on an individual table or in a particular room. And as you can see, this process is even faster than adding these plants. I'm just going down the line, scanning each of the barcodes, and then moving on to the next plant. And the last one here. And I hit cancel to end that process because the audit will continue until you cancel out of it. And now you can see the green background on all 9 of the plants, indicating that they have all been audited.